My job is to catch cheaters, but this time I had to trap the wife instead of the husband. I test marriages for a living. Wives hire me to flirt with their husbands. I approach the target at a bar, a gym, a conference. I use every trick in the book. If they take the bait, I document everything. Photos, texts, receipts. If they stay loyal, I report back and the wife sleeps better. It's not glamorous work, but it pays well. Most men fail. The success rate of my traps is about 80%. Husbands who seem devoted crumble the moment an attractive stranger shows interest. But sometimes I meet a unicorn, and sometimes the real villain isn't who you expect. 3 months ago, a woman contacted me through my encrypted service. I'll call her Mrs. Hartwell. She was wealthy, immaculately dressed, and dripping with the kind of entitlement that comes from never hearing the word no. She offered double my usual rate, $2,000. She wanted her husband tested at a specific hotel bar during his business trip the following week. Her instructions were precise. She wanted photos. She wanted text. She wanted undeniable proof of infidelity. When I asked why she suspected him, she didn't mention late nights or suspicious behavior. She smiled coldly and said she needed evidence to void their prenuptial agreement. The prenup protects his company, she explained. If I can prove he cheated, I get half of everything. That's about $12 million. She wasn't testing her husband because she was worried. She was hunting him because she wanted his money. Red flag noted. But money is money. I took the job. The following Thursday, I positioned myself at the hotel bar where Mr. Hartwell was attending an industry conference. He arrived around 8, sat alone, ordered a whiskey. He was handsome, mid-40s, well-dressed, confident but not arrogant. The kind of man who usually makes my job easy. I approached. I sat next to him. I deployed every weapon in my arsenal. The hair touch, the lingering eye contact, the accidental brush of my hand against his arm. I laughed at things that weren't funny. I leaned in close. I asked if he wanted to continue the conversation somewhere more private. He pulled back. He lifted his left hand, showing me his wedding ring. I appreciate the attention, he said politely, but I'm married. I love my wife. I'm not interested in anything beyond this conversation, so I think it's best if you find someone else to talk to. He didn't waver. No hesitation. No lingering glance. No second thoughts. He was completely, genuinely loyal. I reported back to Mrs. Hartwell the next day. I expected relief. I expected gratitude that her husband was faithful. Instead, she exploded. You're useless, she screamed. I paid you $2,000 and you couldn't even get him to flirt? I'm not paying you a dime unless you get him in a hotel room with photos. I reminded her that I test loyalty, not manufacture affairs. She didn't care. She kept screaming about how she needed that prenup voided, how she was tired of being married to him, how she deserved his money after putting up with him for 8 years. He's boring, she spat. I want out and I want what I'm owed. So either you get me those photos or you get nothing. She didn't know I record every client debrief. It's a safety measure. In my line of work, angry clients sometimes make threats. Documentation protects me. That recording captured everything. Her admission that she wanted to frame her husband. Her confession that she planned to use fabricated infidelity to steal his assets. Her explicit acknowledgement that she was hiring me to destroy an innocent man. I didn't argue with her. I simply ended the meeting and went home. That night, I found Mr. Hartwell's business email through his company website. I composed a message with the subject line, "Your wife's plan." I attached the audio file. I attached screenshots of her initial hiring request. I attached the payment records showing she'd contacted a professional honey trap service. I explained everything. Who I was, what she hired me to do, what he said at that bar, and what she said when she didn't get the result she wanted. He responded within 2 hours. Mr. Hartwell filed for divorce the following week. He cited the evidence I provided. His lawyers argued that his wife had engaged in a deliberate scheme to defraud him through manufactured infidelity claims. The prenup held. Mrs. Hartwell got nothing. No 12 million, no company shares, just the standard separation terms she would have received anyway. She tried to sue me for breach of confidentiality. Her lawyers dropped the case when they heard the recordings. 2 months after the divorce was finalized, I received a check in the mail. $5,000. No return address, but the memo line read, "Thank you for your honesty." I cashed it. Mrs. Hartwell wanted me to destroy her husband. Instead, I gave